What a play from Jake All. And Madison Troy! Tie game! 60. He crossed the plate before he was there. In play, that's a fair ball. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. In play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil. In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. George Rice heads out. Trey Cluxton right. Puts it over to first and still gets Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. And he might have missed it. Got it wrong from Gordon Rice. And that's a shot. That's a what a play. Steps on second, floats over to first. He actually did it! That's a rock up!
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip Grossman walked off the season.
Crot, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here! Walk-off home run, Jay Ball! That ball's in play. Going back, Keith McKay! Thomas Playhouse makes the grab! He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out! He's gonna be out! Push it over to first. I don't know if I like it. Oh, that ball is absolutely tattooed! And what a roll! What a roll from Keith McKay!
That will do it. The Nighthawks are the 2023 AWA champions.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to AWA Field. It is finally here, the 2024 AWA Wiffle Ball playoffs, and tonight we have the wild card. We have the Central Cyclones taking on the Northern Nighthawks here on a beautiful Labor Day out in Edmonds. It's not sunny, but it's cloudy and it's not raining, so we can't ask for much more than that.
Really can. Typical Washington weather day, but we've learned to love it out here, so we'll take a lack of rain any day.
And good to see you all again. I'm Mark Campanaro, joined alongside Alex Harden. Feels good to be back up in the booth. It's been a little bit of time for me. I haven't been up here in a little while, so it feels good to be back.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a layoff. Some crazy scheduling the last few weeks of the season, but yeah, good to get back in the swing of things. Good to get the playoffs started.
Definitely. So we're gonna get first pitch going here pretty soon. Gonna toss the lineups right now. Starting lineups, take it away.
Evan Clugston, Duke University.
Jackson Carr, I'm Ham.
Zane Phillips, Mount Lake Terrace High School.
Alex Ballard, Kings Elementary.
Jeremy Langstead, Sherwood.
Salou Fati, West Appalachian State, Junior Community College.
And that is your Central Cyclones starting lineup. Let's get right into it for the Northern Nighthawks.
Jack Playhouse, University of Washington.
Drew Gradwell, Blue Mountain State University. Go Goats.
Philip Rosenbacher, Meadowdale High School.
Chance Justice, ITT Tech.
Reed Whitson, Gonzaga University.
Jack Baines, Certified Dog.
And that is your Northern Nighthawks starting lineup. We're going to send it right on down to Robert, who's got Chance Justice of the Northern Nighthawks.
All right, Chance, playoffs. It's a new season pretty much. How are you feeling about this matchup where there's some injuries involved on the other side with the Cyclones? Does that give you an edge?
I don't know if it gives us an edge. I think it's going to be a nice lottery toss-up. It's going to be an interesting game. I think the teams are pretty even right now. Them losing Evan was a big loss for them. Good works for us. I'm just excited because this is a World Series redo. So we'll see how it works, how it runs, and how it goes.
A bit of a rivalry, you think, here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think anytime you meet a team in the World Series and whoever wins, whoever loses, there's always that feeling that's left behind. So, yeah, I think it's definitely a rivalry.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate it.
Back up to booth.
Thank you, Robert, and always good to hear from Chance Justice of the Northern Nighthawks. He's going to be a huge part for this Nighthawks squad if they want to try and repeat again this season and become AWA World Champions. All right, so before we get game one underway, we do have an announcement. This postseason, the AWA has an amazing new partnership. Teams are going to be competing for the Brinks Cup, presented by They're putting up actual prize money and a new trophy that the championship team will win. And get this, if you head over to Brinks.tv app or website, you can register for free and bet on all the wiffle action. So check it out, Brinks TV. That's BRINX.TV. There are new partners this season in this season's playoffs battle for the Brinks Cup. And we're going to get game one underway of this wild card. Alex Ballard on the mound for the Central Cyclones, and Chance Justice up for the Nighthawks. First pitch of the wild card is outside for ball one. And the story here for the Central Cyclones, no Evan Clugston here in game one. And that just seems like it's been the story most of the year for this Cyclones team. Evan Clugston, he's been able to be here sometimes, but just hasn't been able to be here as much as he would have liked to this season.
Yeah, it's been a pretty brutal year for him. I mean, going down with the injury, it's really hindered the Cyclones. I mean, when he's on the mound, he's cooking. The Cyclones are almost unbeatable. I mean, he's just so tough to hit. And then, especially too, when they get that offense cooking with like the bat of Zane Phillips and Alex Ballard, they're a tough team, and it's definitely going to be tough for them without their leader.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to note as well about Zane Phillips is I feel like he has quietly had one of the best hitting seasons this year in the AWA.
He's been very good. It's
been unbelievable to watch him. And if you're if you participate in fantasy wiffle ball in any aspect at all, next season, make sure you're looking at Zane Phillips and try to get him on your roster. I mean, he has been unbelievable for this Cyclones team.
Yeah.
Popped up into the air. Alex Ballard cannot make the grab. That was a fantastic diving effort. Just was not able to hold on.
Is that foul fair?
And that'll be a fair ball because it was in fair territory. He went after it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk this over for a moment here.
I thought you caught it, and then you dropped it, and then I thought you were going to catch it again. I tried to take off my hat. Hey, yeah, but okay, you make him inside the ball line.
So yes, call on the field is confirmed. That is a fair ball. Runners on first and second for the Nighthawks. Drew Gradwall up to the plate now. Yeah, fantastic effort there from Ballard. Laying out, putting his body on the line, trying to make that grab. Just unfortunately couldn't hold on.
Yeah, it's the kind of effort you need in the playoffs. It's got to risk it sometimes. It didn't work out for him there.
Yeah, especially in a wild card game, and the thing that's great about the AWA playoffs is everybody does make the playoffs. It doesn't matter if you're the wild card team or if you're the 1 seed. You always have an opportunity. Ground ball over to Salou at third. He tags out Chance Justice. So great job there from Salou getting a lead runner. And there's now one away here in the top of the first inning. Yeah, as we were saying, it doesn't matter if you are in the wild card game or if you're the number 1 seed. You always have an opportunity to try to win this whole thing. We saw the Southern Stingers just a season ago make some noise in the wild card. They won the wild card round, and then they came back in the ALDS to beat the Pilots, and so they went to the ALCS and almost had an opportunity at another World Series.
Yeah, it's all about getting hot at the right time here, and like you said, that's what makes it great. Every team has a chance.
That's ripped into deep left field. Jack Blayhouse rounding third. He will score. That's an RBI double for Philip Grossenbacher. And the Northern Nighthawks strike first. They lead it 1-0.
Really nice swing from Philip there. His bat hasn't always been cooking this year. It's good to see him get off to a hot start and swinging the bat.
And that is ripped over to Jeremy Lankstead. He bobbles it. Drew Gradwall's going to come in to score. So that'll be an RBI single for Chance Justice. And on back-to-back at-bats, the Nighthawks drive in a couple of runs. It's now 2-0 Nighthawks. Yeah, this is exactly the type of offense that you want to see from the Nighthawks to start this game off. You want to score early and often. Make sure that Drew Gradwall is feeling comfortable out there pitching with the lead.
Yeah, I gotta love that as a pitcher. And watching Alex Ballard here, he was having some trouble finding the zone early. It looked like he was overcorrecting a little bit, just really leaving it over the plate for him to hit.
Yeah, and I mean
2-1.
Yeah, and I mean one thing about this Nighthawks team, it's actually kind of surprising to see them in this wild card game because they have fantastic pitching in Jack Playhouse and in Drew Gradwell, and they also are pretty good offensively as well. I mean, this is a team that can absolutely make some noise this year.
Yeah,
it's pretty shocking to see them here in the wild card.
They have a history of, and they know how to win. I mean, I think that's, I mean, all those things are great, but I think just knowing how to win is their best attribute.
Yeah, and another thing is too, I mean, you know, last year they finished middle of the pack. I think they were like a 4th or 5th seed last year, and they were able to make a lot of noise and actually go win the whole thing. Like nobody thought that they were going to do that. They got hot at the right time and they were able to win. And so we'll see if they can do it again this season.
Definitely not a team you want to face. I mean, yeah, because like you said, they do have 2 great pitchers.
And so that's Jack Playhouse pops out there. So there's 2 away now in the inning. Runners at the corners, 1st and 3rd here for Drew Gradwell.
And then, you know, looking at this inning, if you go back, that pop-up that Alex Ballard wasn't able to haul in on that, he made a great effort, but this inning would have been over if he held on to it.
Yeah, you definitely go back and think about it, but as a player, you can't get mad about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough play. And Drew Gradwell absolutely destroyed out to right. 3 more runs are going to come across on the Drew Gradwell 3-run shot. Nighthawks, they lead it 5-0.
Great job, boys. Great match. Next 6. 5.
And this is an incredible start for the Nighthawks, feeling fantastic with a nice 5-0 lead early here in game 1 of the wild card. And you got to think, if you're the Nighthawks, you're going to ride that momentum and just try to close out this game 1 and take a 1-game lead.
Yeah, I mean, now you can certainly look to put up more, but now you got to really focus in on the defense and on the pitching, executing your pitches, and just making smart plays in the field to limit the runs. Excuse me.
Yeah, and if you're the Cyclones in this situation, just try to get this next out. Just do whatever you can, get this next out. Go back up to the plate, get some hits in, get on base, and allow your best offensive hitter in Zane Phillips to do something up there against Drew Gradwell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've said it before. No lead is safe here. There's plenty of time to come back.
That's high, so that'll be ball 4 there to Philip Grossenbacher. He gets on. This inning will continue for the Nighthawks. Chance Justice will step back up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far on the evening. A walk and a single to his name. First pitch here from Ballard, and that looks like it just got away from him. Ball 1. And that's low in his side, so the command. Ballard still just can't get it down right now. Trying to lock in. Just outside, a 3-0 count out of Justice. Ground ball down the third base side. Salou able to field it, throws on over to first. It's not in time, not even close. It's a difficult play there for Salou, going over to his right, and just got past him a little bit too far before he could make the throw on over to Jeremy at first. Runners on first and second, and here's Jack Playhouse. Not slow for ball 1. Way outside there from Ballard. 2-0. Ripped up the middle. Jackson Carr steps on second and gets the out on Chance Justice. The Northern Nighthawks, they put up 5 runs here in the top of the first. They lead at 5-0. We go to the bottom of the first inning. And while we're in between innings here, we are going to send it on over to our buddy Joe Accord, who's got the weather update for us here tonight.
Good evening, Wiffle Ball fans. It is the playoffs, which means let's get to the weather. And for some good news, there's not rain forecast for tonight, but it's going to be cloudy most of the evening. And one thing to note is the temperature drop. As you can see right here, we're in the 70s right now. We're expected in the mid-50s by early in the morning. So good luck to the Nighthawks and the Cyclones. And remember, dingers or nothing.
And big thank you to Joe there, always providing the weather updates for us. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. So we are here in the bottom of the first inning. Drew Gradwell on the mound, and here he is, Zane Phillips up at the plate. Leader this year in home runs with 17.
Yeah, we were talking about him earlier. He's probably been one of the best hitters in the league this year. And it seems for Zane, the home runs come in bunches. Like I feel like I've been up in the booth for a few of his games, and he's hit, 3 or 4 home runs a series, sometimes 2 or 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, and we see that with a good chunk of guys too here in the league. I mean, when you're feeling it and you're hot, you're hot. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is for Zane Phillips. We'll see if he can get going here. Cyclone's gonna need him to get going desperately. Down 5. Full count. Pitch from Gradwell, and he gets Phillips to swing and miss. Strike 3, 1 away. We're in the bottom of the first. That's a great job there by Drew Gradwell. He started that count off. He was 3-0.
Yeah, it's a big first out. Getting their best hitter out.
Strikeout Zane. Yeah, at this point with the Nighthawks, all they can do is just ride this momentum and just keep it going. There's Jackson Carr. Looks at a pitch way outside for a ball. And again, way outside. Quick 2-0. But that is right in there, right on the inside part of the zone, 2-1. And there's another pitch right on the inside part of the zone. Excellent placement there from Gradwell. 2-2. The drop just misses full count. Carr does not go around, and so he will walk, and the Cyclones get their first base runner on of the ball game. Now Jeremy Lankstead, J-Bone, stepping up to the plate.
Activated once again for the playoffs. Jeremy's definitely a healthy addition to this lineup. He's got a lot of power, but just struggles to use it sometimes.
And one thing about Jeremy that not a lot of people talk about is he's got the nicest man bun in the league.
He really
it's not
does.
because it necessarily looks great. He's just the only one that has one. So.
Another thing about Jeremy, we were talking to him before the game. He got a 99 attack on old school RuneScape. So congratulations to Jeremy for that.
Ground ball right back to Gradwell. He fields it, flips on over to Justice at first, and gets out number 2. Alex Ballard is now going to step up to the plate, his first plate appearance of the night. Going to try to help himself out here. I feel like I always say that whenever pitchers come up to the plate. Help himself out here. Ballard and Jackson Carr is over there at second. Ball 1.
The rare lefty-lefty matchup. It's becoming a little less rare.
Yeah, I was going to say. I feel like we see it a lot now.
Yeah.
A lot more than we have in years past, at least. Ballard goes around on the slow slider. 2-2. And the drop misses. Full count. Popped up into the air. This is going to stay in the field of play. Playhouse underneath it makes the grab for out number 3. No runs come across for the Cyclones. We go to the top of the second inning. Nighthawks lead it 5-0.
clubhouse. Remember, like the red had to cut off. Well,
Top of the second, Drew Gradwell to the plate for the Nighthawks. Ground ball right back to Ballard. Ballard flips on over to Langstead for out number 1. So a quick out here to start it off in the top of the second.
Just what Alex Ballard and the Cyclones were looking for is a rocky start, obviously giving up 5 runs, so a quick out is a good way to start the inning. In just about any situation, honestly.
And you know what I've noticed recently is that everybody's using the pilot's bat. What's going on with that?
It's got a little extra juice to it.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. So I think a lot of the teams, they just like the color yellow. That's probably what it is.
It does look nice. It is an aesthetically pleasing piece of equipment.
3-1 here to Grossenbacher.
I have 3.
I have 3. I heard Philip wanted a hit too, so 3 balls. 3-1.
Philip is a single, triple, and a home run away from the cycle.
Popped up in foul territory, gets down, foul ball, 3-2. Yeah, this Northern Nighthawks team, AWA World Champions just a season ago in 2023, looking to repeat this year. If they're going to do it, they're starting in one of the tougher positions in the playoffs. They're going to have to play more games than anybody if they want to go back-to-back. Grossenbacher is on via the walk. Now here's Chance Justice, who looks at ball 1. Popped up in foul territory. Jeremy Langstead just can't hold on. Chance Justice is going to get a new life.
It's a tough spot there, you know, transition from the grass to the concrete. Got to keep your footing. It's a little slick over there. But yeah, hit him in the hands. Gotta find a way to bring that one in, I think.
Yeah. Especially in a situation where Alex Ballard hasn't necessarily had his best stuff so far here today.
Yeah, got to help your guy out.
Doesn't mean that he's not going to dial in. 1-2. Ground ball is foul. Count will remain ball and 2 strikes. Way high there from Ballard. Count now 2-2. And that's way outside. A full count now to Justice. Nighthawks again with a 5-run lead, trying to add on. Does not go around. Ball 4, and Justice is on. So runners on first and second, and now to the plate is Jack Playhouse, team captain and 2-time MVP here in the league. As he looks at a pitch way outside.
Trying to make that inside pitch look a little juicier, but didn't really work.
2-0. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. That's off the foot of Playhouse. Foul ball, 2-2. 2-2 the count, couple of runners on. 1 away. Hits the bat, so that'll be a foul ball. Unfortunate. pinpoint accuracy there from Ballard.
Love to see that.
Full count. Way outside, ball 4, and Jack Playhouse is on. So the first 3 hitters for the Nighthawks here in the top of the second. Excuse me, the last 3 hitters all on via the walk.
Yeah, I mean, go back to that play that Jeremy Langstead could have made. It would have been 2 outs, and I mean, I guess it would have been a base empty, but it's a big out.
It is. So now Ballard pitching in a jam here. Bases loaded, only 1 away. And Drew Gradwell's got a nice 3-0 count.
See if he slows it down here. Gotta hit the zone here. Can't walk in a run. Oh.
It's not even close, and so that'll walk in a run. 6-0 Nighthawks in the top of the second. And yeah, we were hoping Ballard might be able to start finding the zone, but he just hasn't been able to really find it consistently so far here in game 1.
Yeah, I definitely see that here sometimes. A rocky first inning, then guys can just settle in. I mean, maybe it'll be a rocky 2 innings, but
who knows?
I gotta settle in soon, or it's gonna get out of hand.
Yeah, we're already sitting here in a 6-run lead. By no means is that impossible to come back from.
It's not easy, but
2-1. It's way outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's ball 4 inside. So that's 5 walks in a row here for Ballard. Brings in another run, 7-0.
Looking like Blake Snell.
You know,
they're both lefties.
Well, you know what's funny? You know what's funny about you saying that is, when I was like paying attention to that game, I was like, how did we score 2 runs? And then I look and I go, oh, Blake Snell has 6 walks. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Rip past Salou over at third. Jack Playhouse will score, and Drew Gradwell will score as well. So 2 runs come on in. And the Nighthawks lead is now 9-0 here in the top of the second. Justice driving in a pair.
Yeah, real hard hit ball there. I couldn't tell. It might have been off Salou's hands, but that would have been a pretty tough catch. That ball was hit. It was a rocket off the bat.
It was a laser. And, you know, I know firsthand over there at third, it's the hot corner, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to make some plays over there sometimes, but.
Yeah, and it seems the strategy over at third base where you play.
Oh. And there it is, right past Salou again, as we were just talking about him. Philip Grossenbacher comes in to score. And Jack Playhouse in RBI.
We're gonna look at that over at third. Chance came off the bag and Salou flicked it at him.
All right, we're gonna review this up in the booth. We'll be back here shortly.
Oh no, he's safe. Yeah.
Call on the field is overturned. Chance Justice is safe over there at third. Runners at the corners. Drew Gradwell to the plate.
That's 5. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, it's 10-0 right now.
Swing and a miss there by Gradwell.
Be able to say is that like over third, everybody seems to be want to play in line with the bag because a lot of people tend to roll over these pitches and ground it over to third. And if you're playing too deep, you don't have to play. But if they hit it hard in the air, don't really have a play because it's going to go by your head before you can react.
And it doesn't seem like Alex Ballard has really been living close to the speed limit check. So he is throwing the ball right around 55 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And these Nighthawks players have just been able to turn on the ball and hit it down to Salou.
Yeah, they're hitting a lot of line drives. I mean, obviously Drew drove it out of the ballpark earlier, but sometimes when you're not throwing it as hard, the ball doesn't come off the bat the same. You know, like see with these knuckleballs, if somebody squares it up, it's still just kind of a pop up sometimes, or you guys roll over it.
Ground ball right to Salou again. He's able to knock that down, and he steps on third to get the out. So that'll be outnumbered.
I think that's 6 anyway. 6 runs.
Oh yeah, and that was a 6-run limit. Nighthawks, they reach it. It's 11-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning.
So they need to score 2 to not mercy roll. Is it 10?
Salou stepping up to the plate here for Central Cyclones. And so, remember, it is a 10-run mercy limit after 2. So the Cyclones, they need to put up 2 runs in the inning if they want to try to avoid the mercy rule. Ground ball right back to Drew Gradwell. It's off his leg, and takes a nice, generous bounce towards first. Able to flip it on over to Justice to get out number 1.
Everything seems to be going the Nighthawks' way here in game 1. I mean, even the luck.
and that's why you play 3-game series, though.
Yeah.
I mean, as a Cyclones player, you can just say, hey, this is a wash. Most likely we're down 11, unless, barring an incredible comeback. But either way, we got 2 more opportunities to try to come back and win this wild card.
Well, hey, we can always fabricate this. Oh, yeah.
2-1 here to St. Phillips. It's high. 3 balls, no strikes. Fouled off. 3-1.
61.
61 miles per hour, so no pitch. 3-0 will remain the count. And that hits Phillips for ball 4. And the crazy thing is too is that's only Phillips' second at bat of the ball game so far. We're here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah.
Struck out in his first at bat and able to work a walk there, but so far just hasn't really gotten even an opportunity. A lot of the pitches he's seen have been either outside or just super disgusting by Gradwell, Pitches inside there to Carr, ball 1, and that's way outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Carr goes around for a strike, 2-1. That's way outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hit the laptop.
Great catch.
Back here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ground ball over to Chance Justice. He cannot field it cleanly. Bobbles that thing. And Jackson Carr gets on. And Drew Gradwell looks over at Justice. He's like, dude, what are you doing?
Hey, that's going to be an error, so I think the no-hitter's still in check.
Did you just say no-hitter? You're not supposed to say that. No-hitter so far for Drew Gradwell. He's through an inning and a third. Outside. Lankstead, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's way outside.
That felt targeted.
Hits the zone, strike 2. Full count now to Lankstead. And that's inside, ball 4. So Lankstead gets on. The bases are now loaded for the Cyclones. They got something brewing right here in the bottom of the second, down 11. But the Cyclones, they don't care. They're going to try to do whatever they can to try to shorten this lead. Ballard to the plate.
Every rally's got to start somewhere, Every great comeback has a beginning.
Popped up into the air, ground ball coming on, and he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. 2 away. And you know what they say, Alex. I mean, you can't win a ball game 12 to 11 without giving up 11. You know what I mean?
That's 100% true.
That's foul
You've
back
never
there
been
by
more
Salute.
correct.
And that hits the zone, so 0-2. And remember, the Cyclones, they need to get 2 runs in if they want to keep this game going. Low and inside. Low and inside again. Count evens up here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Salute swings and misses for strike 3. And the Nighthawks, they secure game 1 of the wild card. They win it final score 11-0. And as you all know the deal, we will have game number 2 underway shortly between the Cyclones and the Nighthawks. If the Nighthawks win, they'll win the series and move on here in the playoffs. And the Cyclones are just looking to avoid a wild card sweep, try to keep this thing going. We'll be back for first pitch of game 2 here momentarily.
Yeah, I think that might be the problem.
Hufflepuff. Probably Slytherin. I'm badass. Probably like Ravenclaw, I think.
Expelled.
Gryffindor.
Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
I don't know, I'm probably a lame Gryffindor, but
Hufflepuff.
Oh, probably a Ravenclaw.
Arbitas, Slytherin, I bleed green.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
I don't know any of them. Apple Blossom.
Bully Scholarship Edition.
Grand Theft Auto.
Portal 2.
PGA Tour.
Zelda.
Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
MW2.
Catch Me on Guitar Hero.
Probably Destiny 1.
FIFA.
MLB The Show.
COD.
Call of Duty. Favorite video game. Apex Legends.
MLB The Show. 2K. Dark Souls.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. God. Arma. Probably Call of Duty.
God.
RuneScape.
That's easy. Sorry. Minecraft. Me. I'd probably say my brother.
Drew Gravity.
Barry Carla.
Rock Playhouse.
Jack Playhouse.
Jake Oliver.
Alex Hart. Everyone. But Mark Campanero.
And we are here at game number 2 of the wild card. Nighthawks up a game here on the Central Cyclones. St. Phillips leads it off for us. Drew Gradwell remains on the mound. And if you're just joining us, the Nighthawks, they won game 1. Final score 11-0. Went on a mercy rule in 2 innings. As Phillips fouls that one back. 2-2 is the count. Cyclones, again, without their star pitcher and multi-year Cy Young Award winner, Evan Clugston, was not able to make the playoff series. St. Phillips goes around strike 3, 1 away. Now in the inning, and Drew Gradwell just keeps cooking out here in the wild card game. Jackson Carr now going to have an opportunity stepping up to the plate here in game 2. And as the Cyclones, you just want to get started quick. If you can score first here, get some momentum on your side, get a little something going your way. You have not scored a run so far yet here in this series.
Yeah, we saw it at the end of game 1. I mean, it was a little bit too little too late, but they were able to get some guys on, you know, via the walk and some, just by putting the ball in play. Now, they got to find a way to do that here, keep it going. I mean, score's 0-0 now. It's not 11-0 anymore.
2-1 to Carr as that's fouled into the zone. First strike. 2-2. Right over to Chance Justice, and he's able to beat Jackson Carr to the bag for out number 2. 2 away.
It's a hard hit ball. Just unfortunately, it's right at Chance Justice. He's able to make the play.
He bobbled the ball last game, but
yeah, he
didn't bobble it there. Able to secure that one and get the out. That's inside there to Jeremy Langstead, 1-0. Langstead goes around. 1-1. Foul back, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Langstead. And that's inside.
What's going on, brother?
Give it a sniff and swam away.
It's not worth it to get injured more, Jordan.
Excellent. Excellent grab, Alex.
It was, thank you.
Jeremy Langstead trying to get something going here for the Cyclones. That's popped up into the air right to Philip Grossenbacher. He holds on for out number 3. No runs score. We go to the bottom of the first inning, all tied up 0-0.
You're good?
All right, and we're here in between innings, and we just want to make sure, don't forget that you can bet on Wiffle over at our free-to-play platform partner, Brinks.tv. Register for free, and instantly, boom, you'll get 1,000 Brinks bucks. That's 1,000. They're like loyalty points, and you can use them to actually bet on all the AWA games. Go to the website, or better yet, download the app, and you can watch Wiffle in your own hot tub. That's why they call it Brinks.tv, the kingdom of awesomeness. Make sure you check it out, Brinks.tv. And we are here in the bottom of the first inning. Chance Justice to the plate. Zane Phillips is going to be on the mound here for the Cyclones in game 2. This is a win or go home game for this Cyclone squad as Chance Justice rips it over the left field wall for a solo shot. And the offense just continues for the Nighthawks as they strike first here again in game 2. They lead it 1-0.
Yeah, we'll have to get a replay on that one. Chance just kind of stuck his bat out there, it looked like. Yeah. It seemed like he swung the hardest. Yeah, just got it over the wall, though.
I thought that was hit about a mile, but it just snuck over the wall out there and left. I thought it might have an opportunity for the Trevor May target up there. Still have not seen anybody hit that.
A little low, yeah.
The Nighthawks, they're really rolling here in this wild card game. They have now scored 12 runs in 2 games. As Jack Playhouse, 4-pitch walk to him, he is on. And now Drew Gradwall up to the plate. And one thing that we've noticed about Chance Justice, he seems to just get hot during these playoffs.
Yeah.
Offensively.
Swings it well when it matters.
Tends to have slower starts to his years, but when it comes to the playoffs, the dude is just all-out offense. 2-1 to Drew Gradwall. So that's low and inside, ball 3. Foul back, hits to the laptop again. I mean, this thing's taking a beating today.
Hopefully it doesn't break.
Blowing in the dirt, ball 4. Drew Gradwall is on. Back-to-back walks here for Zane Phillips after giving up the solo shot to Justice. And there's runners on first and second here for Philip Grossenbacher.
Still nobody out.
Ball 1 here to Grossenbacher, 1-0. High inside, 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch is low, so a quick 3-0 now to Grossenbacher. And a 4-pitch walk. It's 3 walks in a row here for Zane Phillips. Bases are loaded, and now up to the plate again for his second at-bat of the inning. Chance Justice.
Seems to be the same story so far for the Cyclones pitching-wise. Just struggling to find the zone and giving free passes to these Nighthawks hitters.
Justice was able to get the scoring started here in game 2 with that solo shot. Gonna try to add on to this lead. 4-pitch walk, and so that'll bring in another run. Nighthawks now lead it 2-0. And this is a difficult situation for any pitcher here in the league. The bases loaded, no out jam. Never fun.
Yeah.
Sliders in there from Phillips, 0-1. Lone inside, a ball and a strike. Gets Playhouse to go around there for strike 2, 1-2. That's high. Full count now to Playhouse. Bases are loaded. Nighthawks, they lead at 2-0. Not even close. So Jack Playhouse, he works a walk, and it's now 3-0 Nighthawks. And, you know, you got to feel for Zane Phillips. I mean, it's some days you got it where you're just finding the zone, and there's other days like today for this Cyclones team. It just, without their ace and Evan Clugston not being here, it's just been hard for them to really try to pick up the pieces. And, you know,
Evan Toohey's it.
Ripped way out to left center. Jackson Carr makes the robbing grab at the wall. What a catch from Carr. Robs Drew Gradwall of what would have been a grand slam. Regardless, it's a sac fly, but clip that. Jackson Carr, unbelievable home run robbing grab, and the Cyclones desperately needed that.
Yeah, hopefully that provides a bit of a spark here for the Cyclones somehow. I mean, been a rough go so far for them, but yeah, definitely a huge out.
Grossenbacher swung on and missed, and it's now 2-1. Ripped right past Salou over there at third. Justice rounding third, heading for home, and he comes all the way around to score for the Nighthawks' 5th run. Unbelievable base run there from Justice as he just
aggressive.
beats the rolling ball. Had that ball roll past home and hit the backstop before Justice got there, it would have been out. But Justice able to come around to score. He does go around right there.
Nice to have our field ump out there. Make some of these calls a little easier.
Absolutely. It's tough to make calls up here in the booth sometimes.
Thank you.
Way outside there from Zane Phillips. So a ball and 2 strikes. There's one away here thanks to that Jackson Carr. Unbelievable grab at the wall. Robbing Drew Gradwell of a grand slam. Full count. Fouled off there from Justice. The count remains full. Nighthawks have put up 5 runs so far here in the inning. The 6-run cap as Justice works a walk.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So remember, there is a 6-run cap to innings 1 and 2 here in the AWA unless you go past 6 via the home run, which could very well happen right here if Jack Playhouse is able to go yard and be a 9-0 lead.
He was trying there. Good one to do it on there. Pitch down the middle.
That's inside, so a ball and a strike now to Playhouse. Blowing in the dirt, 2-1. Behind Playhouse for ball 3. 3-1. Now the count. Playhouse goes around, and it's now full. Just inside, and that'll walk in the 6th and final run here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Nighthawks, they lead it 6-0 as we go to the top of the 2nd.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Swing and a miss from Alex Ballard starting off here in the top of the 2nd inning. Nighthawks up 6-0. So that's outside. Fouled off. 1-2 to Ballard. It's been all Nighthawks offensively so far here in this wild card. They have put up 17 runs, and we're not even through 2 games.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for sure. I mean, it's definitely been a rough pitching performance too. They've been aided by the walk, but not like they won't take it.
Ripped out to left, gets over the left field wall. Alex Ballard puts the Cyclones up on the board, a solo shot. It's now 6-1 Nighthawks, and that's the Cyclones' first run of the series.
Let's check the replay. I think Alex Ballard came about an inch or 2 away from hitting the Trevor May sign.
And that was close. And there's the replay. How close was that?
Wow.
Just to the left of the Trevor May target. Just missing it. I thing was corked out to left.
Nothing like a opposite field home run with a ton of power, you know. It's got to feel good.
And Salou Fatty swings around there, ball and a strike. That hits the zone. Great pitch from Gradwall. That Gradwall dots it right there for strike 3. 1 away here in the top of the second inning. That pitch is really hard to hit.
Yeah,
that's
not a whole lot you can do with that.
That was tough. So again, score 6-1. Zane Phillips to the plate. Looks at ball 1. Inside for ball 2. 2-0. Goes around, swing and a miss. 2-1. Fouled off. Zane Phillips, strike 3. 2 outs now here in the top of the second inning. And if the Cyclones want to have an opportunity here to win this game 2 and try to force a game 3, they're going to really need to get Zane Phillips going offensively.
Yeah, it's been a quiet day for him so far, and credit to Drew Gradwall for shutting him down. Yeah, he's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
It's crazy because this Nighthawks team, they are just a different team when it comes to the playoffs. I mean, they are dialed right now.
They're well coached.
They are firing on all cylinders. Drew Gradwall is doing his thing on the mound. And then, of course, they've been having the offensive greatness as well. Jackson Carr strikes out to end the inning, but the Cyclones are able to put a run up on the board. Nighthawks lead at 6-1. Go to the bottom of the second. First pitch here to Drew Gradwall on the bottom of the second is a ball inside. And that's low for ball 2, 2-0. Way outside for ball 3. I don't even know what that was. I'm impressed that you were able to hit that.
He's up there to swing.
Wow,
I love that.
3-1. And that hits Gradwall for ball 4. He works the walk. And so, again, a reminder to everybody in the league, we have a 10-run mercy limit after 2. And so if the Nighthawks put up 5 in this inning, that's game, and they're the winners of the wild card, and they'll advance in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been a tough sledding for the Cyclones so far.
Ground ball right back to St. Phillips. He throws to Carr at second, and they almost turn 2. Langsted just wasn't able to get to that throw from Carr, but a great job by the Cyclones. Almost turning 2, and that's one of the hardest things to do in the league.
Yeah, it is, especially on a play like that for Zane to turn around and get the lead runner. And yeah, it would have been close regardless, but throws a little high.
It's popping into the air. Salou Fatty underneath it, and he makes the grab. Out number 2. I mean, that was smooth. Right back to Zane. Flips on over to second, and Carr.
Threw the right ball, too.
Yeah. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
It's funny whenever we say that, too. It's just a routine double play. Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, nothing is routine here.
I know. Popped up into the air. Jackson Carr makes the grab for out number 3. No runs score for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the second. 6-1 is the score. We go to the final inning. Wild card game 2. Jeremy Langstead up here in the top of the 3rd inning. That was crazy. That just hit TikTok. Hey, TikTok, what's going on?
Hopefully they're paying attention.
Yeah, I hope. Don't get too scared. I was a little nervous there for you guys. Inside. Ball and a strike. That hits the bottom part of the zone for strike 2. Hey, TikTok, let me know. I think this is okay.
Yeah, looks good.
Try to get both foul lines. 2-2. That's inside. Full count now.
Cyclones are
Langstead
chasing 5 runs here to keep their season alive.
This is what seasons are made of right here. Down 5, season on the line. Cyclones are just battling. Full count to Jeremy Langstead. Nothing's impossible.
Very true.
Nothing's impossible. The 3-2 on the way to Langstead, and he swings right underneath it for strike 3. 1 away. Now for the Cyclones, down to their final 2 outs, potentially for their season.
Hey, you know what they say though? Can't win a series 2-1 without losing 1.
They do say that. You were absolutely correct. And I feel like when we say they, I feel like we mean us, but you know.
Hey, somebody's saying it.
Outside, 2-1. And that's foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ballard. Nobody on, 1 away. Full count. That'll be a foul ball. Get past the bunt line there.
No. It's a high volume offense. We're going to throw it 10 times a game.
You think so? Alex Ballard works a walk. He gets on. And that's what the Cyclones need. They just need base runners here. They just need to get runners on. Salute Fatty to the dish.
It's the name of the game here is base runners.
Swing and a miss. A 1. And that hits the zone. 0-2 to Salute. That run. Swing and a miss. Salute Fatty strikes out. Route number 2. 2 away from the top of the 3rd. St. Phillips up to the plate. Cyclones down to their final out.
Who else but Zane Phillips?
Zane Phillips, league leader in home runs this year with 17. As he fouls that one back. 1-2. That's high. Popped up into the air, and this should do it. Drew Gradwell holds on And the Northern Nighthawks win the 2024 wild card, and they will advance here in the AWA playoffs. For the Central Cyclones, that will do it for them. Their season has come to an end as the Nighthawks, their hope for a back-to-back championship remains intact as they will move on. And thank you everybody for watching the wild card game, but guess what? We got more wiffle ball action coming at you tonight. We're here in the 2024 playoffs. We're gonna have Eastern Enforcers, Southern Stingers coming at you next. We'll be back.
Thank you.